Okay, we will start the meeting. It's now 7:06. Let's start the meeting by doing the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, after all, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Happy December, everyone. Thank you for coming. I know it's a busy time of year. That's why we just are zooming in just to give everybody a chance who also can't make it to the meetings in person. So we wanted to give those parents a chance to be able to attend the meeting as well. So thank you for zooming in, everyone, and fitting us into your very busy holiday schedule. Um, First up, we have our guest speakers. We have Mrs. Borelli, Mr. Velarde, and Mr. Barrow is on his way in, so he can go when he gets here. Mrs. Borelli, Mr. Velarde, who would like to go first?
Mr. Velarde, you can go first. I'll hold back.
All right. Well, first off, great to see everybody, even virtually. Crazy to think that we are approaching the middle of December, but time moves fast. We're having a blast at Lincoln School. Some of the major happenings. I want to start off with our Thanksgiving feast this year. It was an absolutely incredible day. We had such a fantastic opportunity for students to sit down, have a meal together. They were able to do a little craft activity to start thinking about the things that they're thankful for. So to lead off with that, a huge thank you to the PTA, specifically our building rep, Mrs. Lyon, for helping to not only organize and coordinate it, to manage the donation part of it, and just for volunteering your time, your effort, your energies. That goes out to not just the PTA, but to all of our parents. What's great about that activity is, everything gets donated by somebody. So it's one of those self-sufficient, really like student-driven activities. The kids had an absolute blast. They did some physical activities. We had them jumping, dancing, and moving. And it's really just a great opportunity to come together as a whole building, continue to work on our culture and our climate of the building, and remind us of, the really important things, our family, our loved ones. So thank you to all who had a hand in that, especially the PTA. As we approach the holidays, our visual and performing arts department is doing a great job of exploring different cultural holidays and integrating that into learning. It's happening in our social studies classrooms as well. We had a fun activity about a week and a half ago where Mascios held their annual advisory council meeting. So some of their toughest critics, a group of 10 fourth and fifth graders, were able to sample some new menu items, give some feedback about our food service program, which was great. A quick reminder, dressing for the weather. Please keep in mind that until it gets unbearably cold, we try to get the kids outside as much as possible. Keep sending in sweaters, jackets, gloves, etc. Because as best we can, we're going to keep getting those 20-minute blocks outside for recess. Upcoming around the bend, we do have our Winter Wonderland Spirit Week that's planned for the last week of December. We do this every year. The Visual and Performing Arts Department really each take a day and they run with it and do some really fun activities pertaining to the holidays. It closes out with our Hot Cocoa Social, which the PTA is so graciously supporting us with those donations this year. So we're very excited for that again. If anybody wants to volunteer their time to help serve some hot cocoa and cider, and we have a special performance with the middle school band and choir that do a performance for our students right before the holidays. It's a great day. So anybody that would be interested in participating, we would love to have you. A big thanks to the holiday shop. Our Lincoln School students had it yesterday and today, and it was great to see them buzzing around, shopping for their friends and their family and their loved ones. I don't mean to steal Mr. Barrow's thunder, but I didn't want to forget this. One of the Mackenzie School teachers, so shout out to Miss Matola, organized what they call Operation Cookie Drop. And that is an event for the Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst station. And we were able to, as a district, adopt 43 troops to send some holiday cheer this holiday season. And that was in collaboration district-wide at Mackenzie School, at Fowl School, at Lincoln School. It was a great opportunity to, again, put some holiday cheer on some troops' faces down at the Air Force Base. So thank you, Ms. Matola, Mr. Barrow, Mrs. Borelli, Mr. G, Ms. King-Dobson for helping us support that. The last one I got, please don't forget, this Friday night is the rescheduled tree lighting and holiday celebration in town. We will be hosting the marketplace in the gym again. So please, I believe it starts at 6 p.m. Get your families down there. It's supposed to be a beautiful night. It's a great opportunity to, again, focus on some of the great things going on in the community. They got the train set up, but we're looking forward to a fun and much drier Friday night.
Sorry, we had a technical issue. Nobody could unmute themselves, so only Mr. Velarde could speak. Thank you, Mr. Velarde. Any questions for Mr. Velarde? You can put them in the chat.
It's nice to see you, Mommy. AJ practice with us.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Mr. Velarde. Seeing as there are no questions on the floor, Mrs. Borelli.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Happy holidays. It is here. I remember it was September, the first day of school, and now here we are. Before you know it, it's going to be June. Trust me. Time flies, and that's a good thing. That means that everybody's enjoying life and things are going well, at least for our students at school. They seem to be having a great experience at Faust. We've had a lot of things going on. Just last night, we had our National Junior Honor Society celebration where we honored the students that were with their good grades and their character and the pillars of all that entails with the National Junior Honor Society and leadership. So it was really, really nice. So this was our second year for doing that. We also, our student council, we did a can drive for the homeless, fighting hunger, and we raised over like 300 cans, which is super. And we're going to go send that to one of our local food banks. The other thing we've been doing is, we've had our cat celebration. Those are our students that follow our norms, which we know as rules, where you do your work, you work hard, you follow directions and everything that you're supposed to be doing as a student. And we all celebrated that it was last week. The holiday shop is for us for tomorrow and Friday. Those are our 2 days for Faust School. We also have a concert coming up. Our winter concert at Becton is December 19th. So that's coming up right around the corner. And today we had our student council assembly for our president and our vice president. And I can't tell you who they are yet because it'll be announced tomorrow morning, along with the honor roll students, as well as our honor roll students will be having a breakfast on Friday to celebrate their good grades and everything else that they've been trying so hard for. And I believe that's it. We're doing good over there, and I want to wish everybody a happy holiday. Be safe, be healthy, and if anybody needs anything, you know where to find me.
Thank you, Mrs. Borelli. Any questions for Mrs. Borelli? And it was great to be a part of NJHS induction last night, Mrs. Borelli. It was great to see you and catch up.
Yeah. Same here.
There are no questions in the chat, Mrs. Green.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Mrs. Borelli, and I'll hopefully catch you while I'm there for holiday shop tomorrow. I see. We just wanted to say thank you to Mrs. King Dobson for also zooming in. Sorry, we didn't acknowledge you earlier. And I see Mr. G has zoomed in as well. Mr. G, would you have a few words to say at tonight's meeting?
Sure. Hi, Mrs. Green. How are you? Good evening, everyone. It's always a pleasure to address East Rutherford parents, especially this time of the year when we're in the stage of holidays and sharing our time with our loved ones. One of the most important things that sometimes we take too much for granted, but it's a good time of the year to stay with loved ones and do some wonderful things. And we'll see how things are going. You'll be hearing from me about snow days, if you'll be hearing me about 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, or the night before, if there's any kind of inclement weather throughout the winter months. A couple of things. I don't have that many things this evening. We are completing the closeout paperwork finally of our referendum. You've been hearing me say that for months now. Closing everything out for all of our renovations and construction projects. Currently, we are going through getting prepared for our CUSAC evaluation with the county Department of Education. All of the administrative team and teachers and custodial team and central office are working really, really hard to maintain its status of high performing in East Rutherford. You know, one of the things is it's hard to achieve high performing, but it's even harder to maintain high performing. So that's one of the things that we pride ourselves with here in East Rutherford. So that will take place on February 12th. 2024. Prior to that, we just got notice from the county office that we will have our physical facilities evaluation earlier than expected, and it will take place right before the Christmas and Hanukkah celebration. So it'll be the end of December, where someone from the county office will be visiting our schools. Two of our schools will be selected. And that they will go through. They were there earlier this year. They were in Mr. Velarde's building and did well. So the next two buildings up would be Mrs. Borelli's building and Mr. Barrow's building. And again, that would be coming right before the holiday break. Also, we had our financial audit, which we have every single year for the 22-23 school year. So we do it the year before. And I'm proud to announce that we are financially sound. We're doing a really good job. We will be presenting the budget. The auditors will be here in January. So please tune in to our, through our YouTube channel that we're able to see. If you can't make it to our board meeting, we do live stream. Also, I would like to congratulate our new board member, which will be sworn in on January 3rd, and her name is Mrs. Irina Mena. It's a pleasure to have her start with the East Rutherford Board of Education. We invite her and wish her good luck. I'm sure she will be an integral part of all of decision making that we do here in East Rutherford, keeping our Wildcats a top priority. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention one person. So one of our board members is going to be not renewing, and he's going to be officially retiring from the board, if I could say, for lack of better words, would be Mr. Vartan. Mr. Vartan this December will be his last board meeting after serving 30 years on the Board of Education. So all of his time and energy and time away that he sacrificed, taking away from his family to help the families of East Rutherford. So I want to publicly thank Mr. Vartan for all the service that he has done during my time here as superintendent of schools and years before me. And that's all I have, Mrs. Green. Have a wonderful holiday season, everyone. Happy, healthy New Year, and much love to all.
Thank you very much, Mr. G. Happy holidays to you as well. Any questions for Mr. G? Please feel free to put it in the chat.
There are no questions in the chat.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Mr. G. And then Mr. Barrow?
Hi, Mrs. Green. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the time. Just have a couple things just to recap. we came off of Mackenzie School, the week of giving, and basically thank you everyone. We have over 30 boxes and bags of food, toiletry items, blankets, all brand new to be donated at St. Joe's and their food pantry. So really appreciative of the community support. We have our second grade winter concert tomorrow night at 6:30. Students need to be there by 6:10. Doors open at 6:15 for parents. So we're really excited for our second grade concert tomorrow night. We have a pajama theme, and the kids have done a phenomenal job, and we're really excited to see them. And then we have the holiday shop, which you might have mentioned. That's going to be Monday the 18th and Tuesday the 19th within Mackenzie School on stage there. And we have picture retakes, which you might have went over for all schools on the 15th. And I'm trying to think, a couple more communications will go out. And we also have police department and the PTA sponsored Toys for Tots. So please make sure that you get everything in. Flyers will be going out shortly for the holiday shop, I believe on Monday, and tomorrow the hard copies will be going out for the toy drive. And that concludes my report. If I don't get to see everyone at drop off, I want to wish everyone a happy holiday season.
Thank you, Mr. Barrow. Any questions for Mr. Barrow? Please feel free to put it in the chat.
There are no questions in the chat.
Since Dr. King Dobson is here with us, we just wanted to check in to see if she wanted to speak.
Thank you. I just wanted to say hello to everyone, and I am pleased to announce that the child study team, student services, we're moving right along. We're working to close out some evaluations for the remainder of this year before we hit 2024. We are working on improving our services for our students with a lot of focus on the social emotional piece and our mental health services. And we're chugging along, and thank you for having me here and for inviting me to say something. Just to let parents know that we also have a special education advisory committee, and we open this to all parents. So if there are any parents on here tonight who would like to come in and have conversations with us to learn more about our services, not just for special education, but student services in general, we invite you to come and be a part of these meetings that we have. We will be hosting one in January, so you can look out for that invite on our website through the Parent Academy website. Thank you, and I would like to say happy holidays to everyone.
Thank you, Dr. King Dobson, and thank you very much for zooming in tonight. We appreciate your presence. Any questions for Dr. King Dobson, please put it on the chat.
And the Parent Academy that Dr. Dobson had mentioned is on the share screen right now, and that can be accessed from the main menu of the ERBOE.net website. There are no questions in the chat.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you again, Dr. King Dobson. Thank you. Okay, our next item up is correspondence. Kevin.
We have two correspondences this month. Dear Mrs. Green and members of the East Rutherford PTA, once again, we would like to take this opportunity to thank you and the members of the PTA for the coffee and delicious cookies that were enjoyed by our staff members through the afternoon and evening during parent-teacher conferences on November 2nd, 2023. These treats were very much appreciated and such a nice way to keep our energy levels and spirits high during the extended day. We truly cannot express how grateful we are for your organization's thoughtfulness and generosity. Warm regards, Regina Barali, Principal A.S. Faust Intermediate School, Brian Barrow, Principal Mackenzie School, and Peter Velarde, Principal Lincoln School. And then we have this one. To Mrs. Green and the East Rutherford PTA, please accept this letter of gratitude sent to the East Rutherford PTA on behalf of Lincoln School's appreciation for your support as we quickly move into the heart of the holiday season. With a focus on family, loved ones, community, and respect, the ERPTA has been instrumental in the following happenings at Lincoln School: helping to organize staff and secure donations for the Thanksgiving feast held on Wednesday, November 22nd. Our students were able to participate in an amazing event that could not be held without all those who volunteered and donated their time and resources, which extends not only to our PTA, but to each and every Lincoln School parent. In planning and running the holiday shop at Lincoln School on December 5th and 6th to allow students an opportunity to show their love and appreciation for their families and their loved ones. The East Rutherford PTA is second to none in their support and dedication to our learners, and as the year goes on, we look forward to more opportunities to work together at the benefit of our students. Thank you for all that you do, and please enjoy a healthy and happy holiday season. Regards, Peter Velarde, Principal, Lincoln School. And that is the correspondence.
Thank you, Kevin. Treasurer's report, Paula.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. For the month of November, we did one fundraiser. I have down two. We did yoga and wine, which was a lot of fun. I participated and other moms did too, and it was a great time. Currently in our account as of November 30th, 2023, we have $12,126.77. That's the PTA account. The account held by the 8th grade committee has $3,422, and everything balances.
Thank you, Paula. Unfortunately, our membership chair, Alyssa, had to be at work today, but she would like us to mention that we are currently standing at 240 members. So if you haven't signed up or know someone who has not signed up for membership yet, you can still sign up. So please become a PTA member if you are not one yet. Mackenzie rep, Shannon.
Okay, hey everybody. So we have our holiday bazaar on the 18th and 19th. So if you want to volunteer, let me know. I'm going to send out an email to everybody's email that I have. I do not have a list as to when classes are going to be going down. So I know that's going to be the big question everybody asks me, but I don't have it, and I probably will not have it until we get really close. So I won't be able to answer that, unfortunately. But if you have some time, we would love to have you, because the littles need lots of help shopping. So please volunteer your time if you have some. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Shannon. Lincoln rep, Linda.
Hello, everyone. Just a few things to mention. I know a couple others have mentioned the Thanksgiving feast. I just want to personally thank those that were able to come and lend the hand. We learned from last year. We made some tweaks, and this year's went off without a hitch. The decorations were beautiful. Everybody really pitched in, and it was really a great day and an easy day to clean up and finish up and be able to be on our way to celebrate. So I just really want to quick to thank Tara, Alyssa, Shannon, Mary Ellen, Mariella, Mariella. There we go. Sorry. Carla, Holly Wagner, Diana Savage, Sharice Wilson, Rosa, Magdalena, Lidvina, Lee Mary, Jessica, Holly DeRosa, Esther, Elena, Diana Rahman, Christina, and Belinda. We could not have had that day without you. I think also who wasn't on that list, Vinny, Cowley was there, having a grand old time with the kids. So thank you everyone for that. It was a great success again. And yesterday and today we had our holiday shop. Again, the kids just had a blast. We could not have done it without Tara Pashon, who's been there all day yesterday and today with me, and those who helped set up, Holly Rosa, Beata, I'm not going to say it right, Beata Denise, who's a new mom to our district and jumped in yesterday and today, and Paul and Shannon and Alyssa yesterday. Again, we had such a great time, despite having to do a fire drill in the middle of things today. Even that went off without a hitch. So again, we really appreciate all the help and the volunteering. And I know Shannon mentioned about, wanting to know when your child will be going down to holiday shop, because that's the time you want to volunteer. But really, it's PTA is for all the kids. And I know it's special and it's important to be there for your child, but it's really for everyone's, all the kids. So please consider that when you're looking to volunteer. And then Mr. Velarde touched on upcoming event, our hot chocolate social, which will be the 22nd of December. Volunteers will be needed for that as well. And we'll send an email out as soon as we know how many and what times and so on for that as well. One last thing that's not on my list, but does need to be mentioned. I am still in need of a homeroom rep. PTA homeroom rep for Miss 10 Kate's homeroom and Mrs. Cerny's room as well. So if anyone has a child in either one of those homerooms and wants to be the homeroom rep, that would be great. If anybody knows anyone that has children in those homerooms and our PTA members, suggest that they reach out to me. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda. 8th grade committee, yuck.
Hi there. Can you guys hear me okay?
All good, yuck.
Oh, cool. Okay, because I'm using a new laptop, so it's kind of wonky. So next Friday we have our first of the 4 dances. So that's on December 15th. We have 6 of the 10 chaperones that we need, but I'm confident that we will secure the 10 chaperones that we need since it's a week out and folks are just not committing as yet. So I just wanted to also thank Mrs. Borelli for just helping to facilitate all of the dance dates and all the 8th grade committee event dates. It's been super duper helpful to be able to reach you to secure those dates. 8th grade trip, things like that. So I think so that's awesome. With the dance, we are going to be communicating with some of the parents' emails that we have on file. Unfortunately, a lot of the forms didn't have emails. Mrs. Borelli, thank you for collecting all of those parent forms and working with the teachers to do that. But a lot of them, I would say probably half the emails were either missing or not legible. So unfortunately, we can't reach all of the 8th grade parents, but it is what it is. The ones we can reach, we will happily harass them for donations and things like that. We're still looking for a DJ. So if anybody knows a DJ, that's about $200. That would be fantastic since that's what we've paid in the past. We have the committee reaching out for a DJ. So yeah. So we're still working on that. And we're also doing a Krispy Kreme fundraiser on the side. So we're just promoting that on social. So that's an additional fundraiser that we're doing. Other than that, that's all I have. And thank you so much.
Thank you, yuck. And chaperones don't need to be FAUST parents. It can be anyone. We need at least 10 chaperones. They're at 6. So if we don't get those 4, the dance will be canceled. So please, if you're available or know anyone that's available, please let yuck and 8th grade committee know so the dance can go on. Yuck, we'll post it on our members only page as well too, to help you out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Before we move on, we did have one last correspondence. I'm sorry. It's been a crazy month. I did not get a chance to give this to Kevin. It's from EREA. It's Dear PTA, thank you for the sweet treats and coffee during parent-teacher conferences. It was a perfect pick-me-up between meetings for the teachers and staff from EREA. Thank you, EREA. Thank you for all that you do. We appreciate you as well. Old business. Please be sure to check out our November meeting minutes and treasurer's report on the PTA website on the district webpage, erboea.net. It also has all our meeting dates for next year. So please check that out. Vino and Vinyasa, Tara.
Hi. So on November 28th, we had a really great turnout for our first ever Vino and Vinyasa event that was guided by a certified yoga instructor and wellness coach, which was a lot of fun. She incorporated yoga poses and the workout with wine sipping and tasting. And then we had light snacks afterwards. And it was just a really nice night of self-care for everybody going into this busy holiday season. So portion of those proceeds went for the PTA. So that helps out with the kids. And there was an interest to have another event. And then those who missed this date, just be on the lookout for, we're hoping for a date in the spring. So to be determined, but it was definitely a fun night for everybody, something a little different.
Thank you, Tara. And here's some shots that were taken that night, in case any for anyone who wasn't there. So yes, please stay tuned. We are looking to hopefully be able to do this again sometime in the spring. New business, holiday shop for Faust is tomorrow and Friday. And then Mackenzie, 18th and 19th. So just wanted to mention those again for anyone who wasn't here earlier for the dates. Our holiday spirit wear sale, 20% off is going on until this Friday. Last day is Friday. So please put in your orders, take advantage of the sale. Any sale orders over $75 are free shipping, guaranteed delivery by the 23rd. So please order your Wildcat stuff by the 8th to get guaranteed delivery before the holidays on the 23rd. Tree lighting, we're scheduled to this Friday. Please stop by. We PTA will have a table. We will be raffling off Making Spirits Bright wine and cooler raffle. So stop by our table, and we'll also have some Wildcat items for sale. So please stop by the PTA table during the tree lighting if you're there. Toy drive. We're excited to partner again with ERPD this year. Students can drop off toys at all 3 schools until next Friday, the 15th. We are running an incentive this year. The homeroom with the most toy donations will win a cookie decorating party. Picture retakes are also Friday the 15th. Photographers at all 3 schools. So please, if your child needs to get their pictures retaken, send back the original picture package with your child to give back to the to B&L or photography company in exchange for the pictures getting retaken. Next Friday the 15th. We are also working on a few fun things for everyone to look forward to, excuse me, in the new year. And we'll need volunteers to be on the committees. So please be on the lookout. We have movie night going on in January the 28th. We will be sending home the permission slips after we get back from winter break. And it will be at the Williams Theater in Rutherford, $12 a ticket. So please be on the lookout for that. Kids Night Out, Tara?
Okay, so we are doing Kids Night Out on Friday, March 22nd for the Lincoln School kids. And then on Saturday, March 23rd for the Mackenzie students. Setup is Thursday, the 21st. So we definitely need volunteers for each and every day. It's a really, really fun night for the kids to get together with their peers outside of school. We have a DJ who's very interactive with the kids. There's a photo booth, games, prizes, food, and snacks. So it's definitely a fun time for everybody. And as we said, for those dates, we need volunteers to help things run as smoothly as they usually do. And it is not a drop-off event, so one parent or guardian has to stay anyway, so might as well join in and our PTA fun. So hope to see you guys there.
Thank you, Tara. If anybody is interested in being part of the committee, volunteering, please let Tara know. It will be at the Civic Center. Can use all the help we can get for such a big event. Unfortunately, Jill Colley, our recording secretary, couldn't be here. She's also helping organize Tricky Tray. But I see Charisse is here. Charisse, would you mind mentioning a few things about Tricky Tray coming up, please?
Hi. So I think Jillian told me that we're gonna do it in May. So I am hoping that in January, we can just have a meeting of everybody who wanted to volunteer and help out with that so that we can start getting all our feelers out there and get our donations.
Thank you so much, Charisse, and for coming up with the idea. Sorry
No
to put you on the
problem.
spot tonight. Jill isn't here, so I was like, I see Charisse is on, and I knew you were really excited about it. So
Yeah, no, it's fine.
thank you so much, Charisse. So anybody who's interested, please reach out to Charisse or Jill. They'd be happy to have all the help they can get. And this will also be at the
Yes.
Civic Center. More information to follow. Okay, at this time, does anybody have any questions? Please feel free to put it in the chat. A lot of information this meeting.
I'm not seeing any questions in the chat.
Okay. We wanted to wish everyone who's celebrating happy Hanukkah. It starts tomorrow, so happy Hanukkah to everyone who's celebrating, especially Jill Colley. We also wanted to wish everyone happy holidays and all the best in the new year. Looking forward to working with everyone again when we get back from winter break. Lots to look forward to. Our next meeting will be on Zoom, January 3rd, I think a day after we get back, because I think we get back the 2nd. So the day after we get back from winter break. And here are some important dates to keep in mind, as there are a few to keep in mind as we lead into winter break. Thank you everyone for coming. Have a happy holiday, happy new year. We'll see you in January on Zoom. We will email everybody the link as a reminder. Thank you. Happy
Thanks, everyone. Happy
holidays.
and healthy holidays.